Alvin, thank you so much for your talk today at AWE. So you mentioned your Substack article on abundanism. Can you share a little bit more perspective behind that?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Ashley, and appreciate your invite to chat. We've spent the last 10,000 years or so building this sense of scarcity, artificial scarcity actually, for our world, because prior to the last 10,000 years, we've only had about 5 million people on this planet. And when you have such a big planet with so few people, we really had effective abundance, a life of abundance. And people only work 2 or 3 hours a day to get what they need to survive. And then they spend most of their time socializing, creating art, dancing. Over the last 10,000 years, we've actually created, because of farming agriculture, we've aggregated people into concentrated places and have created large concentrations in small areas, which then created an artificial scarcity. And our minds have now adapted to that scarcity so that we need hierarchy, we need to hoard resources for power for us to survive and thrive. And that's now created this mindset in our society where every country is trying to go out and get as much resources as possible, or every person is trying to rise up the ladder as much as possible. And it's making us very selfish. At the same time, when technology has given us immense productivity gains, we've had about 10,000x productivity gains per person over the last 10,000 years. And now with AI and with XR and robotics coming, it's going to be even more so, where essentially everybody on this planet can go back to that world of abundance that we had came from. And the thing we need to do now is to switch our mindset to a post-scarcity mindset, an abundance mindset, so that we don't try to take from everybody else, that we realize the world is not a zero-sum game, and that by the more we share, the happier the world is, the more peaceful the world is, and the better place it is for our children. And AI and robotics and genetic engineering, all these things are going to make us healthier, make us happier, make us have more time on our hands. And now we can take that time and put it on bettering ourselves, making us the full potential of who we are. We can help our children become smarter, healthier, more conscience-driven people. And then we can also make our ecology better and make our environment better. And all of this is possible now if we made the intention to make that change. So the key is change our mindset, because we need to be adaptable. Just as we have adapted to a scarce environment, we are now needing to adapt to a more abundance environment. And that's how we're going to have to be able to survive and thrive for millions of years, not just the thousands of years that we have had this current mindset. So if you have a chance, I wrote a Substack piece recently. It's called Abundanism, Alvin Graylin. Look it up. You might find some value. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alvin.